You know that feeling when you wake up and for like 5 seconds, the dream you just had feels more real than your actual life?
Oh, absolutely. The emotional hangover. You wake up completely disoriented, heart racing, and you're just trying to figure out what's real.
Right. You wake up and you've just won the lottery, or you've been warned about some specific disaster and you're lying there thinking, okay, this is it. This is a sign.
You need to change everything.
Yes. And then the very next night, you dream that you're trying to teach a cat how to play the trombone while running through a river of marshmallow fluff.
And you think, okay, never mind. My brain is just broken.
Exactly. It's the whiplash. We're stuck between these two extremes. Either every single dream is a sacred prophecy we have to decode.
Like the Da Vinci Code, yeah.
Or it's all just random neurons firing because we ate spicy food too late.
It's the eternal struggle. Is it a message from the divine, or is it just the pizza talking?
Well, today we're going to try and fix that. We are doing a deep dive into a concept called dreamonics. And what really got my attention is that it refuses to play that game. It says, look, dreams aren't magic, but they aren't trash either.
Right. The source material frames dreams as a biological information system. So think of it less like a mystical oracle and more like the IT support department for your brain. It's a data processing center.
And the promise here is pretty huge. We're not just going to talk theory. We're actually going to give you a map, specifically the 7 dream archetypes, so you can start to read your own data.
Without needing a fortune teller. That's the goal.
Sounds
to turn all that confusion into some real clarity.
But before we get to the map, we have to look at the territory. The source uses this metaphor that I think frames everything perfectly. It describes the dreaming mind as a control room.
It's a great visual. Imagine that in the back of your mind, the back of the house, there's the control room. When you go to sleep, you think you're powering down.
Turning off the lights.
You turn off the lights, you close your eyes. But in this room, the lights stay on.
Night shift comes in.
Exactly. The staff is working overtime. And they are sorting through 3 very specific piles of files. And if you don't understand these piles, you're going to misinterpret, well, everything.
Okay, let's walk through the piles, because I think most of us, we just mix them all up.
We do. The first pile is the body. This is purely biological data.
This is the spicy food pile.
It is. It's a digestion, cortisol spikes from stress. It's the fact that your arm is pinned under your pillow and it's losing circulation.
Right.
If your bladder is full, you might dream about oceans or toilets. That's the body pile.
So it's literally just hardware diagnostics.
Correct. The second pile is the psyche. This is your emotional residue. Did you argue with your partner? Are you nervous about a presentation tomorrow?
It's the venting pile.
It's the venting pile. The brain is just taking the pressure off so you don't explode during the day.
And the third?
The third is symbol. This is the deep stuff. The picture language the mind uses to talk about truths that, words can't quite capture.
See, here's the problem. I feel like when I wake up, I go straight to pile number 3. I dream about a snake, and I immediately Googled spiritual meaning of snakes.
And that is the fundamental mistake. We skipped steps. We're trying to interpret the symbol before we've even checked the hardware.
So we're looking for some deep, profound meaning in what might just be a burrito.
Precisely. And the source calls this the 3 layers protocol. Before you analyze anything, you have to pass the dream through checkpoints. First one, the body check.
Okay.
Be honest with yourself. Were you sleep deprived? Did you drink alcohol? Are you maybe coming down with a flu?
And if the answer is yes to any of those,
then the dream is likely just data trash. It's physiological noise. You don't analyze it. You don't look for a hidden message. You just get some water and move on with your day.
that's actually a huge relief. It takes the pressure off. You don't have to analyze the Marshmallow River dream if you know you had a fever.
Exactly. Then checkpoint 2, the psyche check. This is where people get really tripped up. Let's say you dream you're screaming at your boss.
I have definitely had that dream.
We all have. Most people wake up and think, oh no, this is a premonition. I'm going to get fired.
Or my intuition is telling me I need to quit my job. We treat it as a prediction.
But usually it's just the psyche venting pressure. You were annoyed yesterday, you suppressed it because you're a professional, and the dream is the safety valve just letting off steam.
So the data isn't I will get fired. The data is just I am angry.
Boom. That's it. Translate feelings into data, not into predictions.
Okay, so if we pass the body check, I wasn't hungover, and we pass the psyche check, I'm not just venting about yesterday, then we get to the symbols.
Then and only then do we open the map. If the dream is vivid, stable, and it feels heavy with meaning, it's likely one of the 7 dream archetypes.
Let's unpack these. I think having categories will really help organize the chaos. The first one is probably the one I have the most. The processing dream.
Also known as the decluttering.
These just feel like bad movies. Terrible editing, scenes jumping all over the place.
Chaos is the defining feature. You're in your kitchen, then suddenly you're on a boat, then you're talking to your third grade teacher.
And I always wake up feeling exhausted from it.
That's because your brain is working hard. It is literally taking the millions of inputs from the last day or two, filing what's useful, and throwing out the trash. It's janitorial work for the mind.
So what's the deep spiritual meaning of the boat and my teacher?
There isn't one.
Really?
Really, the action step here is do nothing. Don't analyze it. Don't journal about it. If it was stressful, just acknowledge I'm feeling stressed and then let it go. Your brain is doing you a favor.
I love that. Permission to just ignore the nonsense. Okay, number 2 seems a bit more serious. The mirror dream.
Yeah. These aren't fun. The source calls this self-reflection, but honestly, it feels more like a call-out.
These are the realistic ones, right? The ones that are kind of painful.
Very realistic. And they usually show you stuck in a loop. So, for example, the classic I'm late for everything dream. You miss the bus, then you miss the train.
Oh, or the unprepared dream. I'm about to go on stage and I have no idea what my lines are.
Exactly. The control room is just holding up a mirror. It's saying, look at this habit. Look at this thing you do in your waking life, procrastinating, people-pleasing, and look at how it makes you feel.
So it's showing us the emotional consequence of our own pattern.
It's visceral. So unlike the processing dream, you can't ignore this one. The whole point is to break the loop, identify the habit, and actually do something about it.
All right, moving to number 3. The heavy hitter. The shadow dream. Or, as we all call it, the nightmare.
Being chased. Monsters, someone breaking into the house.
Trying to scream, but no sound comes out.
That one, yeah.
My instinct with those is just to wake up, turn on all the lights, and try to forget it immediately.
Which is a totally natural reaction, but it's the wrong move if you want them to stop. The source material leans heavily on Jungian psychology here, that monster chasing you. It's not a demon, it's not a ghost, it's you.
Wait, the monster is me.
It's a part of you. It's a suppressed fear or an insecurity or an emotion you've locked in the basement of that control room. It's chasing you because it wants to be acknowledged.
So running away in the dream or ignoring it when I wake up, that just makes the shadow bear.
It feeds it. It makes it louder. The action here is what's called safe confrontation. So when you wake up first, calm your nervous system, breathe. Then, instead of pushing the fear away, ask it, what do you need? What part of me is hurting right now?
Wow, that's a massive shift. Treating the nightmare like a neglected child rather than an enemy.
It completely transforms the experience. You stop being a victim.
Okay, let's pivot to something a bit lighter. Number 4, the guidance dream.
These are pretty rare, but when you have one, you know it. The source mentions 4K resolution.
The visual quality actually changes.
Drastically. It's hyper clear. Colors are vivid. And usually there's a very direct message. A voice, a sign, someone just telling you something.
Like quit the job or call your mother.
Exactly. It's the higher self or your deep subconscious cutting through the noise to give you a priority. But, and this is important, there's a huge warning label on this one.
Right. Don't wake up and immediately blow up your entire life.
Please don't call your boss at 3 a.m. to resign. Treat it as a hypothesis, an experiment. If the dream says change your diet, try it for a week. See how you feel. Validate the guidance.
Sensible. Okay, number 5 seems related. The teaching dream.
This is the software update. You're in a classroom or taking an exam or someone hands you a book or a map.
Right, I've had friends who dream they're in a library reading books that don't exist.
And it often means the mind is integrating a new life lesson. But funnily enough, there's an ego trap here.
Oh, is this the I am the chosen one syndrome?
That's the one. People wake up from these dreams thinking they've been handed the secrets of the universe. They get inflated.
I have received the golden book of wisdom.
Right. And usually the dream is just saying, hey, you learned a little patience today. Good job. So the advice is stay humble, take the lesson, apply it, but, don't start a cult.
I'll try to restrain myself. Now, number 6. This is the one that really freaks people out. The premonition-like dream.
The future forecast. You wake up with your heart racing because you dreamt of a car crash and it felt 100% real.
It feels like it already happened.
It's terrifying.
There you go.
But the source has a very grounded explanation. It's usually not magic. It's the pattern reader.
Meaning our brains are just really, really good at math.
Better than you can imagine. Your subconscious is processing millions of data points your conscious mind ignores. the subtle wobble in the car's steering wheel, that specific cough your partner has.
And the dream is just connecting the dots faster than we can.
It's a calculation. It's saying, given X and Y, Z is highly probable. It's a simulation of the most likely outcome, not prophecy.
So the action isn't to panic, it's to perform a reality check.
Exactly. Is there evidence for this? If you dreamt of a crash, check your tires. Drive a little slower. Take a preventative measure. Use the data to change the outcome.
That's so much more empowering.
Ah.
Okay, and finally, number 7, the same place dream.
The loop.
Returning to your high school, the house you grew up in. I know people who've been dreaming about their college dorm for 20 years.
Going back to the seat of the crime.
Why? Why does the control room keep sending us back there?
It's simple, but a little brutal. You haven't passed the test yet.
Ouch.
It is. But if you keep returning to the same location, it means there's unresolved business there. A lesson you are refusing to learn. A truth you won't accept.
So you're stuck on that level of the video game.
And you can't advance until you beat the boss. The action is to ask yourself, what am I still holding on to from that time? What emotion is trapped there? Resolve it, and the dream usually stops.
So we have the map, the 7 archetypes, but practically speaking, it's Tuesday morning, I'm rushing to get coffee. How do we actually use this without it taking an hour?
You shouldn't spend an hour. The goal isn't to become obsessed. The source suggests a tool called dream tags. It's a 2-minute drill.
Okay, walk me through it.
You wake up, grab a notebook, and you tag the dream with 5 quick things. First, type. Which of the 7 archetypes was it?
Categorize it immediately. Was it trash or treasure?
Exactly.
Right.
Second, emotion. How did it feel? This is crucial because emotions and dreams never lie. The symbol might be weird, a clown holding a pineapple, but the fear or the joy, that's real data.
Okay, third.
Symbol, pick one. Just the dominant image.
Okay.
Theme, connected to your real life, work, love, health, money.
And the 5th tag is the big one.
This is the most important part of this whole deep dive. Action. What are you going to do in the next 24 hours?
There's a golden rule in the source about this that I think we need to tattoo on our foreheads.
Yes. If there is no action, there is no interpretation.
That's such a bold statement.
But it's the filter. If you aren't going to change something or fix something or acknowledge something based on the dream, then the interpretation is just entertainment. It's just navel-gazing.
That really separates this from just, reading a horoscope.
Completely. It turns the dream from a passive movie into an active tool. It puts you back in the control room.
So for the listener who wants to try this, there's a 7-day protocol to get started, right?
Right. Because trying to do it all at once is overwhelming. So for the first week, just build the habit of recording, but focus your analysis on just one tag each day.
Let's break it down really quick. Day 1.
Day 1 is just type, wake up, ask, was this message or was it trash? That's it.
Day 2.
Focus on emotion. Practice identifying exactly how you felt without judgment.
Day 3.
Symbol. Just pick one main image.
Day 4.
Theme. Bridge the dream to your waking life.
Day 5.
Action. And actually do the thing. Send the email. Check the tires. Prove to yourself the data is useful.
Day 6.
Look for patterns. Are you seeing the same archetype pop up?
And day 7.
Lesson. Summarize the week. Ask, what is my control room trying to tell me about my life right now?
I really appreciate how structured that is. It takes something that usually feels so airy-fairy and turns it into an actual skill.
You're just learning a language you already speak. You've just forgotten the vocabulary.
I keep thinking back to that control room metaphor. It's so empowering to think we have this team working for us.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of haunting, right? The idea that it never turns off.
It is. It's a machine that is constantly trying to keep you safe, keep you sane, and help you grow. But it only works if you actually look at the screen.
Which brings us to the question we want to leave you with today.
Right. If your dreams really are a control room that is working 24/7 to help you navigate your life, what file have you been refusing to open that keeps popping up on your screen every single day?
The unread notification of the soul.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are you deleting without reading?
Oof. Something to sleep on tonight. Thanks for diving in with us. Good luck reading yourself.
Sleep well.